Hello, Sagittarius. Are we gonna have a great time with each other today? Well, first of all, I can't find my grease to grease my lip. Did you hide it? I found it. What? If you can give me trouble, I can give you trouble. But if you're innocent and I'm the one that's giving you trouble, you're allowed to give it back to me, okay? You can give me trouble if I offended you wrongly. I give you permission. Oh, Jaja. So I can't have no nice coffee. Look at my coffee. Only the colorful. It look good on camera. It look horrible in a real life. I can't use my milk. I can't use my sweetener. Oh, correct that. I can use them, but if I do, I won't be here doing your reading. I'll be knocked out within half an hour. So if I want to stay awake and actually do things with my day, instead of being in la la land where people are giving me all kind of stupid like mental, what do you call it, damn simulations, dreams, if I want to make something progressive of my day as opposed to being sleeping beauty, people trapping me in my dreams to show me all kind of dumb shit and talk all kind of dumb shit and question me to get information out of me and all type of stupid shit, then I can't have proper coffee. I already feel my eyes starting to feel heavy and watery. Anything that I have on a regular basis, just know it's laced with some kind of dream potion to knock me out. That's the life I'm living. That's the life me and my child are living. It hurts our bellies, it dry our lips, it gives us constipation, sometimes it gives us a runny nose, sometimes it makes our nose bleed. Sometimes it rottens my teeth. Like right now, whoever potion I've been having for the longest while, even the black protective layer that was formed over my already damaged tooth have been loosened. One day something got stuck down in my teeth down here, like I was eating some nuts or something, and a piece of the skin got stuck down there, and I cleaned it out, and my gums are bleeding. I don't ever have bleeding gums. When I brush my teeth, I do not have bleeding gums because I take care of my health, period. Inside and out. But sabotage. So, what am I going to do? I'm just going to relax. My fate is going to be my fate. If God don't want me to lose all my teeth, I won't. Because at the end of the day, God is the one that's the powerhouse behind everything. I don't know what's about to come out in your reading. But I felt it necessary to tell you that. The last Sagittarius reading I did was very straightforward. That's the message that God wanted to come out, and that's who God wanted to talk to. That's who needed their message the most. Because before I do these readings, I pray that God block out anybody who would be trying to disturb these readings so that we can receive the messages that God wants us to receive. And I even pray for God to keep me and my feelings and my emotions out of it, because I don't want to mess up God's project, okay? I work for God, not for myself. So, anything that comes out while I'm doing these is the message for somebody or somebody's. It could be more than one person. But in any case, that's what God wanted to come out. So, Let's get started with your reading. Sagittarius. Get comfortable. I actually had breakfast today. I burped and I farted. Got rid of all that gas that makes my belly go. So hopefully we won't have that embarrassing scenario today. Hopefully. Unless your reading take uber long. And then I get hungry before I'm even done working. For something that's supposed to usually take even an hour. No. These fucking readings going to 2 hours. Almost 3 hours. I swear 2 of them almost going to 3 hours long. But I just work here. I'm sure that those who received those messages, they found it rather important and necessary, even if they had to listen to it in segments. So I'm sure it brought them clarity and peace of mind and direction. And that you can't put a price on. Can't put a time on. Now they have more peace of mind. Woman, no cry. So Sagittarius, let's see, what does God need you to know? That's the question we've been asking. It's not what you want to know, it's what does God need you to know? That means it's for your own good. Sagittarius male, youngest Sagittarius male. So youngest don't necessarily talk about age, it talks about one's state of maturity. That's what I learned from doing these readings. It's not about how old you are. I thought it was, but it was revealed to me that it's actually your stage of development. So if you're in your Sagittarius energy and your stage of development is not very high, you're not in the adult or mature or senior phase, then youngest readings will definitely resonate with you. It doesn't matter if you're 54 or you're 14 or you're 24 or you're 72. It talks about one stage of maturity. Okay. So what does God need you to know? Could you be loved and give love? That's what God wants you to know. Could you? I'm sure you can if you wanted to. Six more. Why are you asking? How do I know how many more? Are you asking for the right reasons? I know NASA be watching me, you know. I know the CIA watch me. I know all these major organizations watch me because of the power that I have. I know y'all wish you could do what I do. I know y'all want to understand how I do this. And I keep telling you, but you don't listen. So I'm going to tell you one more time how I do this. I am not the one with the power. My power comes from my relationship with God. God is the one who has to give me access to this information. If God doesn't want me to have access to the information, God will not give me access to the information. That means you can do it too. But God has to see you as worthy of having access to this level of information or this level of power. The Akashic records. If God doesn't see you as a worthy human being, then you will never be granted the power to be on my level. It's because I love God. It's because I love humanity. It's because I love myself. I'm a fair person and I'm responsible with the power that I have. That's why I'm granted these powers. I don't use them in a selfish way. If you had what power I had, if you had what power I have, how would you implement it? What would you do with it? What do you see me doing with the power? I don't use it unless I have been granted access to use it. That's the difference between you and I. And that's why I'm elevated and you're not. You will use it for your own personal gain and the gain of the people around you, your favorite people. I don't use it like that. When I'm granted access to this power, I use it for the betterment of the people around me and humanity at large, even my enemies. Would you do that? No. And that's why you will never be granted this level of access to information. You are not worthy of accessing the Akashic records. Make yourself worthy. And remember, you can't fool God. So, at the bottom of the deck, we got what's your favorite? Fill in the blank with your own. Let's find out. As we go through, we'll find out exactly what God is talking about. It could be talking about person, place, thing, ideology, practice, tradition, etc., etc., etc. So, let's see what card comes out. Is there reggae music? You see, because of the type of person I am, it determines what type of person or people I connect to. Each tarot reader connects to a different sector of humanity. And it all depends on who you are as a person, as the reader. That's why all these type of readings come out. That's why these type of topics come out. It's because of who I am, who I'm gonna connect to. I connect to corporations and bosses and secret society bosses and fucking police and the movers and the shakers. That's who I connect to, because God has made me a mover and shaker, and God needs somebody to talk to you people. The current movers and shakers and the movers and shakers to come. So that's the reason why we are connecting. I am what you are. You are what I am. But we choose to be in different degrees. See, some people are fake Masons, fake illuminated ones. Some people are real Masons like me, and real illuminated ones like me. Clearly, we can see who the real is. I am a free Mason. I am a free thinker, free builder, free liver. I am a free Mason, a real one, not a fake one. I am the Illuminati or illuminated one. because I bring the light, I bring information, I bring wisdom. I am connected to the highest realms of authority. I am the illuminated one, not the fake ones you see running around wreaking havoc on the earth. If they were illuminated, they wouldn't be doing that right now. They'd be building, they'd be doing what I'm doing, positive things. I am the Freemason. I am the Illuminati. I am one of them. Hence, you can't conquer me because I'm protected by the highest authorities. Do the mathematics. They're all geniuses, I'm sure. So we got monogamy or polygamy. Okay, what's your favorite? What's your preference? Okay, so more than one or just one, like one straight way. I'm seeing a straight way. So this is talking about your path going into life. Do you think that there are many paths that you can choose to get where you want to go, or do you feel like there's one path? Because at the bottom of the deck we have you ever strongly believed something and eventually had to change your view about it? That's the underlying issue. So this is talking about your power. Now we got, what does marriage mean to you? Now marriage in this sense is talking about the power that you connect to. What does connecting to that power mean to you? So can you serve more than one master and still be successful, still be your best self? Or do you need to pick a focus, pick the right focus and follow that path? We're all here for a purpose. We're all given certain talents for a reason. We can either use our talents for our own personal gain, we can use them selfishly, or we can use them the way that God wants us to use them, and thereby be a member of God's organization, being protected by God's umbrella. There's no umbrella, there's no insurance company, there's no better task force, there's no better security force than God's own. So if you're not a part of God's corporation, then you're simply not one of the highest, period. God is the boss, and not the dark side of God, the positive side of God, because God is the devil too. God is God and God is the devil, good and evil. But good conquers evil, light conquers the dark, truth conquers lies. You see where the power is? And that's why I am so powerful, because I choose to speak the truth. I choose to stand in the light. I choose to do what is right, even at my own detriment. Right is right and wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter who. You understand what I'm saying? So I have no problem disciplining myself, and that's why I keep winning. If I'm wrong, I'll tell myself I'm wrong. If I have somebody around me that I love, or even if I don't love them and they're wrong, I'll tell them that they're wrong. So if it comes to being guided, they won't be misled by me. They're going to have the right guidance. Whether or not they listen to me, that's another case. That don't have nothing to do with me, but I've delivered the message. So in hindsight, when you go through all the trauma for not listening to the right thing, when you look back, you say, you know what Chanel did say. Then you'll be searching through the readings and find the evidence that I did tell you. If you're smart, you collect all of your Sagittarius readings and put them in a playlist. So whenever the time comes and you need to go back to reference something, you have the notes close by. Okay? So what does marriage mean to you? Then we have, would you share me with someone else? Sharing God's power with someone else. You can't serve two masters. So if you're serving two masters, look, name one of your self-sabotaging traits in your relationship with your power source. Probably serving the wrong power source, which is yourself. Nah, man, there's a God. There's a God. We did not create creation. We do not sustain creation. So whoever does that, that is the God. All of us, if we choose to be God, we're just wannabes. We will never be God. We don't even have a clue. We came here and met all this and are learning about it. So clearly we are not God. So all these people who like to look at themselves and say to themselves that they are God, in a sense, you're right. But in a major sense, you're wrong. Because if you are truly God, the information wouldn't be lying dormant or hidden within you. Because we only know things after it's been pulled to the surface, to our consciousness. We do know all things. But if you have to go around and try to understand creation, then obviously you're not fucking God. God don't need to go around and understand creation. The God, the one, the highest, the first, the Alpha and Omega, does not have to go around and try to understand creation. So if you have to go around and try to understand creation, you are not God. And it doesn't matter how much you tell yourself you are. It doesn't matter how many people see you as God. You need to admit your own weaknesses too. And stop pretending to be more than you are. It's gonna backfire on you. Make you look real dumb. We got the idea. The first. You are not the first. You need to recognize power and give power and respect where it is due. That's the difference. Where it is due. Stop being afraid of human being. Stop exalting yourself. You are not it. We got see? Do you see? God don't have to go around and try to understand creation or understand you. Eh? God don't need nobody to explain itself to it. When we explain ourselves to God, it's not for God to understand us. It's for us to understand ourselves. It's for us to listen to ourselves and get to know ourselves. God already knows everything. Omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent. God is everywhere, all-knowing, all-powerful. That's God. You're not. You have to use divination from this person and that person and that person to see what you want to see, or use cameras. All that shit is fake. All that shit is secondary. God just see. God just know. God just is. You're not God. Come down off of your pedestal. Humble yourself. Then you could be powerful like me. This is the language of angels. Real angels. You people twist this thing around. Self-exaltation. The higher up the monkey go, the farther they fall, and the harder they fall. Yes, we are gods and goddesses, but we are not the God or the goddess. So this here is all about your relationship with your power source. Okay, so that's what God needs you to know. You are not your own power source. If the rain doesn't fall from the sky, you can't make it. If the sun does not decide to shine one day, you cannot make it shine. If the sun doesn't decide to shine for a whole year, you can't make it shine. That's how powerless you are. Be real. And what happens if the sun don't shine? Vegetation die, people die, death and destruction. You can't do anything about it. You are not God. You're a mini God. Like me, I'm a mini God. I know my place. If you get sick right now, you can't heal yourself. You're not God. Matter of fact, God don't even get sick. If you're God, you wouldn't get sick in the first place because you know exactly how to treat your body. You know what and who to avoid, when to avoid, or what and who to interact with and when to interact with them. You wouldn't get sick. Don't let God have to prove all this to you. Or else, I should say, get ready for God to prove all this to you. Your choice. Because you know 2 little magic tricks, you want to feel like you're the biggest and the baddest and the smartest. Boy. Calm down. Come back. God gives even the wicked people justice. God blesses even the wicked man. Let me tell you how we are not God when it comes to justice. If you were God, only your people you'd be giving justice to. Only who you want, not who is deserving. You wouldn't pay people according to their works. You do what you like. Everything would have been so out of order, man. Eh? What is that? Thank God you're not God. I'll tell you that. Choosing favorites and whatnot. That's exactly why this society is how it is. It's choosing favorites. It's not who is best for the job. It's not who got the best qualification. It's who is willing to follow orders, who is willing to sell out. That's who get in the positions. And that's why things are all out of sync. But God is about to put it correctly, so there's going to be a big shake-up. You're going to hear all kind of reports coming from all type of different corners. Because things need to be put right. Because the stars are actually being treated as slaves, and the slaves have been exalted to the position of the stars. People with the talent are not in the positions that they were created for. People who are magnificent doctors are sweeping and doing landscaping and all that dumb shit. That's the type of society that we live in. It's not acceptable. Real comedians are being ignored because there are other comedians who are willing to do the bidding of those who believe that they are God, those who only wish to corrupt. Even these comedians that are doing the bidding of these evil people, they know that their shit ain't funny. They know exactly what corruption is causing. And then those who truly should be in the limelight, those who truly should be exalted, are being fought against all day, every day. Why? Because the movers and shakers of this society elevate who they want to elevate and demote who they want to demote and destroy who they want to destroy. So everything is out of sync in every department. Teacher, police, soldier, government, employers, civil servants, whatever you want to call them, even the corner shop people, they don't belong there. But these are the ones that's willing to sell out. Like when you see a shop that's willing to that's allowed to be open 24 hours a day, you have to ask yourself, what did you do to get such a privilege in this society? Eh? Something that's supposed to be so beautiful, when you actually see what it actually is ugly. All these people in these exalted positions, I'm not impressed because I see who you are and I know what you have to do to get there. You have to sell out your soul for real. You have no power and authority over yourself. That's why you get so much money. That's why you got so much power. That's how you got so much influence. It's either that or you'd be getting fought on a daily like me. Because the movers and the shakers of this society, they don't allow nobody that opposes them or nobody with actual good intentions to rise to such status. I've seen that for myself. And that's why I get fought so hard, so regular, for so long. So who are you people in all these exalted positions? It's either they have tried you and they have failed, or you're a sellout. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed by your money. I'm not impressed by your fame. I'm not impressed. Because I know what you have to do to get there. And 98% to you, that's exactly what your life is. You're a sellout. You're a slave. You're a little bitch. You come out and exalt yourself above people, but behind closed doors, you're somebody's little bitch because you have to do what they tell you to do whether or not you want to do it. You're just a little bitch. I don't care what kind of car you drive. I don't care how well you dress, what name brands you dressed in. You're just somebody's little bitch. I'm not impressed. I am higher than you. I am more exalted than you because I'm a free soul. Don't get mad at me. I chose to be a free soul. You could have chosen that too, but you didn't want to walk through the fire. You wanted the easy life. So you chose to sell your soul. So don't get mad at me when you see me walking in my freedom and my dignity and my integrity, walking with my head held high. Don't be mad at me. It's not my fault. I wasn't there when you were making your choice. You made your choice. I will walk through the fire for the sake of my freedom, for the sake of my integrity, for the sake of keeping my soul intact, for the sake of keeping my power. I belong to no man or woman. I belong to God. Above me, there is only God. And that's why I'm hated so much in this society. Fuck y'all. All y'all who have a problem with my status. I am a free Mason. I am a free builder. I am a free thinker. I don't care how hard you choose to make my life. I don't care how much sabotage you sabotage me. Just know that when you look at me, you see a free woman. A for real free woman. Death before dishonor. That's what you see. Let me teach y'all how to do it since you've forgotten. Nonsense. You want to sell out and then you want to train your children to be sellouts too. And the thing is, the people who keep you all as slaves in this society, you don't target them and try to stop the bullshit from the top. No. You allow them to put the pressure on you. Electricity goes up, food goes up, rent go up, but nobody's paycheck is going up. And instead of you people tackling the problem at the root, you tend to turn on each other and start stealing another person's food. Start stealing another person's money. Stealing another person's job. That's how you people live. Your brother, your sister, your neighbor, they're not your fucking problem. Your problem is the people who set the rules. That's your problem. Nonsense. Fight against each other and hold each other down. As if there isn't another way. There is more of you than there are of these people who set the rules. Nonsense. You want to be killing each other and stealing from each other and holding each other down, telling lies about each other, ruining one another's reputation just so that you can feed your family and pay your bumbleclot rent. Eh? They're not the ones who is causing you to not be able to do that. It's the people who set the rules. Why is it that all these utilities and whatnot keep rising and nobody's paycheck rise? Eh? At what point do you people decide, okay, enough is enough? At what point do you people decide, okay, I know where the problem is coming from and it's time that we tackle the problem at the root and stop fighting against each other? How bad does it have to get for you people to actually face the truth and deal with it? And then you walk around in your nice clothes and you're driving your nice car and wearing your expensive watch and your expensive shoes, trying to portray yourself like you're better than everybody else. You're not better than me. My thing is not who you are in the light, it's who you are in the darkness. I see who you are in the darkness and I am not impressed. You're not better than me. So when you see me, bow your head and remember that. Two more. Let me tell you something. The disciples of Jesus, Emmanuel, whatever you want to call him, they were gangsters. They were not fucking holy ones. They were sinners converted. Do the mathematics. So we got lesbian at the bottom of the deck. Alright, let's see where God is going with this. So we got the J for justice. Alright, at the bottom of the deck we got transgender. So a transgender is a person who is this but choose to be that. So justice is the message. We got transgender. It's like you are this but you choose to be that. Exactly what I was saying to you. The disciples of God, those who chose to walk in Jesus's or Jesus's or Emmanuel's footsteps, They were this, but they chose to be that. If the words that I'm saying to you are touching you a certain way and making you feel a kind of way, it's because you are not what you are right now. You are what you know you're supposed to be. That's why it's making you uncomfortable. Right now I can feel my head starting to hurt me. Calm down. There's no need. God already know. But God let you walk on the dark side so that you can see what that shit is like. So you can calm your curiosity. Now you've gotten that shit out your system. What are you going to do with this new information? That's the question. You're going to bring justice to yourself. By bringing justice to yourself, you bring more justice into the world. Period. Because then you go around being a blessing to others rather than a fucking curse. And by being a blessing to others, you set the way for blessings to be upon your family, your people who you love, rather than curses coming back to them. People who you hurt, wanting to hurt your loved ones. You understand the mathematics? So you are this pretending to be that. It's time to get back to being who you actually are. So it's a spiritual. It's not gender. We got P for profit. And then we got God is just tired. All what you're doing it for money. You're doing it to get ahead. God said you a G. Oh. God is like, oh. That's not very G-like. We got bisexual. You're going this way and that way. You're confused. You're not a G. You're confused because you're being what you know you're not, because you're trying to get profit. For profit, you choose to be who you know you are not. Because you believe you're a G. God say, oh, nah, bitch, you're just a bisexual. You're confused. You're going this way and that way. You're ripping yourself apart. Pick a path. Pick a power source. That's what we started off with. Pick your power source and stick to it. Come what may. It's either you're going to be of the darkness or you're going to be of the light. Because confusion is not going to bring you what you think. Be who you are. You're selling out for profit. Nonsense, God says. Confused. Stop it. Pick a path and stick to it, come what may. You've created enough bad karma for yourself. You've satisfied your curiosity. Time to come back home to yourself. Become one with yourself. I saw the number 0 just now. Yeah, wanting to go that way and this way is only going to make you a 0. You will not have made any progress. You will not have been the right type of role model to your children or to anybody that looks up to you as a role model. What are you teaching them? What are you teaching them about how to survive? That's not how to survive. That's how to be a coward. What you're doing is being a coward. You're being afraid. You're being a sissy. You're being a slave. To give in to those ways of being, that's what you're being. You're being a slave to profit. You're being a sellout. You're corrupting your conscience for profit. And that's why some of your children, they end up committing suicide or being on drugs. It's because the children know better. They know what you're teaching them is fuckeries. They know what you're doing is fuckeries. They see how you walk around like a hypocrite. You exalt yourself like you're so high and mighty, but really and truly, they know the things that you're doing in the dark to get what you got. And they're not impressed either, because they were not built to be impressed by that type of behavior. So some of your children, they either run away from you, turn into drug addicts, become very rebellious against you because they're looking at you like a hypocrite. It's like, you can't tell me nothing. Eh? Do as I say, not as I do. That's nonsense, daddy or mommy. In this case, daddy. That's nonsense. You're teaching me nonsense, and then you want to force me to live that way too. You're not working in my best interest. If I have the courage to stand up correctly in society and stand up for what is right, you should allow me to do so. If you want to disown me, but do not get in my way. Because you may be happy with being a sellout. You may be happy with being a slave, but I am not, daddy. That's what your children are saying. Don't teach me any nonsense. But you're a G. You're not a G. You're a fraud. You're a loser. You're a coward. A G is somebody who stands up for the right, regardless of the consequences. A G is somebody who represents for God. G for God. Bring justice to your situation. Pick a path and stick to it. And if you know that you're being a coward, admit that you're being a coward. People can respect somebody who admits that they're a coward. What people can't respect is somebody who is a coward but want to act like they're hard and tough. That shit don't work. You're not talking to idiots. No matter how young they are, there'll come a point where they will grow to understand, yo, my daddy's a fake. What will that do to their psychological makeup at that time? Of course they're gonna be shattered. Then your child start acting strange and you wonder why. You wonder why is your child acting so strange? It's because of what they now know about somebody that they held in such high esteem. It's earth shaking, it's shattering. Then you don't see your child for days and you're wondering why is it that you don't like to come home anymore? What do you think? You're a disappointment. And you're asking your child to be a slave like you, to be a coward like you, to be a killer like you, to be a liar and a thief like you. Everybody wasn't built for that life. Some people are meant to represent the light. Some people are meant for the darkness. Recognize who you are. And be that. Without apology. Don't be who you are out of fear. Then you expect to reap all the benefits and the accolades as if you're doing the right thing. It won't work. Two more. So we got 311 to 320 at the bottom of the deck. I was hearing it's a code. The 320 was appearing as 302, and 302, I've heard people use that before. I think it represents like a mental illness. Hang on, let me just check. I think that's what 302 is. 13:31 as I look at the clock. Mirroring numbers talking about putting things aright. So something that was going one way, 180 time, head in the right direction. So the messages are everywhere. I feel the head hurting again. Calm down, bro. God knew that this would happen. God is way ahead of you. God sent you along this wrong path for a reason, for you to be able to see what it feels like, for you to be able to guide other people out of it. So the first thing is to get you out of this lifestyle. Okay? Once you get out of it, you can then talk to other people who want to escape this earthly matrix and get into the divine matrix, because that's where I'm at. I'm in the divine matrix. Most people are in the earthly matrix. You're subjected to the rules of the earth, completely ignoring the rules of the universe. You see, relax. God already knew that you were on this path. God has come to get you on the right path. Okay, it's not like God have some great punishment for you. Any punishment that you would have gotten for anything, you've already started suffering for it. Okay? Even this headache here, that is punishment too. So you can allow yourself to feel the punishment greatly, or you can allow yourself to calm the fuck down and say, okay, we know what the problem is now. Time to head to the solution. Okay? Just relax. So 302. Let me see, 302 code meaning. The 302 status code is a redirection message that occurs when a resource or page you're attempting to load has been temporarily moved to a different location. See that? Move to a different location. So it's like what you think you found, you're not in the right place. Let me see, 302 in mental. Let's see, police code. Meaning. Oh, it said upheld 302 means that the patient is being mandated to receive inpatient psychiatric treatment and will be admitted involuntarily. That's the one I was looking for. So it's not police, it's mental health. So it's like if you don't make these changes, you'll be forced to. So God is helping you correct your direction. So an involuntary commitment is an application for emergency evaluation and treatment for persons who are a danger to themselves or others due to a mental illness. So 302 stands for involuntary commitment. Okay? You can pause it and read it. Yeah, so that's what this is. So God is saying whether you want to change or not, I'm gonna help save your ass from yourself, because you're going the wrong direction, and I'm sure you're not gonna like where the hell you end up. So before you go make a damn jackass of yourself and everybody that loves you, I'm gonna help you out. And the 320, I'm seeing 302, but it's 320, so it's all fucked up. So it's like you don't even know that you're as fucked up as you are. You think you were going in the right direction. So what numbers we got to come out? 421 to 430. We got time, and 431 to 440. So I'm getting time from these two. 421 to 430. 4:31 to 4:40. So those are two times that are important to you. So what's gonna happen at these times? I don't know. But it's like basically from 4:21 to 4:40. Okay. So I don't know what day. So we got 361 to 370. Damn. That's like every day. There's like 365 days a week, and there's that 320. Oh, sorry. Did I show you? So between 4:21 and 4:40 something. I'm gonna check to see what God can tell us. And this is talking about every damn day. So what do you do between 4:21 and 4:40 every day, my friend? Whatever it is fucking cuckoo. Crazy. Okay? Or something happens. God, let's see. Let's get some more information instead of speculating. So what do you want Sagittarius to know about what happens at this time? Where do we find clarification for that? Belly full, but you're hungry. Never satisfied. It's because you're going the wrong way, love. You're going the wrong way. No matter how far you going in that direction, you'll never ever get the satisfaction. You'll never be as happy as you want to be. You'll never feel at peace like you want to. You'll never be appreciated like you want to. What you seek will always be within your sight, but never can you actually touch it. You see what I'm saying? It's time to stop fighting against yourself involuntarily. Pay attention. And I may not be saying this, giving you this message in the most delightful of tones, because I've been a victim of people like you. People who are so loyal to the system and so loyal to going in the wrong direction that when you meet upon somebody who is going in the right direction, there's an automatic conflict of interest that makes us enemies when we shouldn't actually be. Because I'm just facing the truth. You're facing a lie. But my truthfulness is interfering with your lie. It's like, how do we find the middle ground? Because I need to live. I need to be true to me. You want to live how you want to live, and you have a right to live how you want to live. But they're clashing. We're clashing. Because I'm not going to lie to myself just to make you feel good, or lie to other people to make you feel good. I'm sorry, I can't do that, because I have an allegiance to God Almighty. You see, your allegiance is to yourself and what you're trying to achieve. That's up to you. But I have to answer to the big man and big woman. And I'm afraid of them. I ain't afraid of you. Shit. If I'm gonna be afraid of anybody, I damn sure ain't gonna be afraid of you. I'm gonna have to be afraid of the one who gives life and takes that shit. Because you could shoot me in the head and I still live. You can run me over with a tree and I still live. You can drop me from the highest building and I can still live if God decide I'm meant to live. I'll just be a walking miracle. You understand? So I ain't gonna fear you. But if God decides that's it, that's it. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 more. You're saying prayers to the devil, I say. Why not help? Killing animals for sacrifice. At the bottom of the deck. Oh, is that what you be doing to stay on top? You know the animals have rights too, right? That's just crazy. That's actually crazy. Oh my god. You know the animals have children, the animals have family and shit. Have you seen how the animals behave with each other when they're around each other? They be hugging on each other and smelling each other. And it's the same spirit that's in us, that's in the animals. You understand? In plants, same spirit. We are one spirit. Just different versions. Ooh. Got your medicine. Drinking animal blood. Because somebody told you that that's the way. So eating human feces means that you're sucking up the nonsense that humans taught you. So somebody taught you that by drinking animal blood, it will help you to maintain your power and control and bring you blessings. It was your dad. So forget the incestuous word, but acts with dad. So it could have been your daddy that told you these things. And you started to interact with the animals. It says having sex, but I don't think it's actually having sex. It's just talking about your interactions with the animals, because having sex is kind of like an energy exchange. So yeah, you started to, and bathing in animal blood, but at least it's not human blood. Shit. Oh god, coming next was bathing in human blood, but yeah, forcing human minors to engage in sexual acts. Woo! And worshiping the devil. You see that? So God wants you to know that if you didn't know before you are going the wrong way, now you know you are going the wrong way. Whatever it is that your daddy taught you about what power you will gain from drinking animal blood, it's off. It's wrong. Do you see how your children could possibly feel by you teaching them these very inadequate lessons, these that send them down the wrong path? So now stop for a moment and think of how long you have been practicing this for, and it's not knowing that it's wrong, not knowing that it's useless, not knowing that it's powerless, not knowing that it's not necessary. I don't do them things. And a lot of people are jealous of my power. All I do is praise God, yo. All I do is praise God and try to be a positive member of the community. And have some respect even for the people who don't respect me. That's how I do my thing. It's like, if you're right, you're just fucking right. I don't care if you don't like me. If you're right, I'm gonna let you know you're right. But if you're wrong, I'm gonna let you know you're wrong too. So that way, even the biggest gangster have to respect you. Like, you're not just doing things out of order. There's quite a lot of order to you. And even if they don't like you, they have to say, shit, I don't really like her, but she fucking fair, Yeah, I can respect that. Because we're all made of the same thing. We're all made of God energy. You see? So you're going through an issue of trans spirit, not transgender, trans spirit. So you've transferred your spiritual energy from that of light to that of darkness, because you've been taught So every day around 4 o'clock, you drink this horribleness, thinking that you're doing what's best for you and those you care about. And God has come to tell you, no, my dear, it was nonsense. And before you fly off the handle, just calm down. Ask yourself, who the fuck taught your dad that? And who taught the person that taught your dad that? You see what I'm saying? That's what they call generational curse. So calm down before you fly off the handle. They learned it from somewhere. And the person who taught it to them, they learned it from somewhere. That's how things go. And this is why we as a generation need to think for ourselves. Not everything that the people before us did was correct. They messed up too. Same way we make our own mistakes, they made their own mistakes. And our job is to spot those mistakes and not make those same mistakes. There's power in prayer. There's power in kindness. There's power in fairness. There's power in planting good seeds. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a person that's a fan of perfection. I have a little darkness in me too. Ain't nothing wrong with being a little naughty. It makes life more fun. But there's a certain level of naughtiness that's just like, no dear, no. Yeah. Because God made the dark and the light. And God saw that it was good. God made good and evil. And God saw that it was good. I agree. If there's too much evil, everything will just get mashed up. If there's too much good, everything just boring. So we need that good balance of light and dark in the world for us to get the best. That's actual heaven on earth. When you have just the right amount of darkness and the right amount of light. You know? Right now there's too much darkness. And it just drains the fun out of life. It drains the meaning out of life. You know? Beside my doorstep, singing sweet songs. This is my message to you. Cause every little thing, thinking don't worry. Every little thing is gonna be alright. And look, God is so good, yeah. You see this man Bob Marley, yeah? God is like, okay, y'all want to do this black and white, black over white, white over black bullshit. Now look at this one. I'll make this one half black, half white. Who does he belong to? That's some Solomon wisdom shit. Fight over him. Which race does he belong to? Shit. My answer is I am not getting involved. I like the music. That's my answer. Praise the Lord. Shit, y'all can fight over that if you want to. Gonna be alright. Shit, N-A. No answer. It's gonna be alright. Six more, my dear. Alrighty. Let's see what's at the bottom of this deck. We got St. Croix. What the hell does that even mean? I don't know. But let's dig in some more. Let's see what comes up. We'll clarify anything that we have to. What is St. Croix? What do I know St. Croix for? I know St. Croix for the level of consciousness. I think St. Croix is the one that bred Midnight, Von Benjamin. That's why I know St. Croix for. And Desiree, conscious music. But when I made this deck, God told me to put St. Croix in there, so I put it. This one in two, part 1 and part 2. Okay, so we got the news call. So this is talking about information. All right. Yeah, what you learned. So we got Dubai coming at the bottom here, and you know that Dubai is a whole made up piece of land or something like that. So it's all made up. What you learned, the information that you were given is just as fake as Dubai. It looked glamorous and all that, but was it built on the rock or is it built on sand? How stable is Dubai from the elements, from nature? So let's clarify the Dubai energy. What does God want us to know about this underlying energy, which is Dubai? What is that representing? Okay, I think I'm being guided to this one. Because they say that they built Dubai from scratch. That means it's all fake, all made up. And it's like, who the hell makes up a rule saying that if you drink animal blood, it will actually bring you good fortune? Somebody who hated your foreparents, that's who. Some idiot, or maybe not an idiot, maybe your foreparents did something to this person, so they say, you know what, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna make you believe that this is how I get my power. So they just told your granddaddy, or your great granddaddy, or your great granddaddy, or grandmama, or whoever, that this is how I do it, but don't tell nobody, okay? But you see, every day between 4:20 and 4:40, when the sun hits, blah 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 blah, I drink 1 glass of animal blood. You see that wickedness? Wickedness. Now you feel like you want to fuck somebody up, don't you? The question is, what happened? See, that's the type of thing that I could do. If you wanted to, you could come and pay me for the reading and we could find out what the real story is. How the hell did your foreparents end up being guided to drink animal blood between 4:21 to 4:40, or 4:20 to 4:40, however you want to look at it? How did that even come about? That would be an interesting story, isn't it? Yeah, I could do readings like those, but you have to imagine it's not fucking cheap. But once you know, you know. Because for me to do a reading like that, I see one card flipped over. I would have to break up the energies. I'd have to get like your grandfather energy or whoever, your daddy's energy. Yeah, well, first I'd have to find out which generation this started at. So we'd have to do a reading to figure out, well, to let God show us which generation this started. Is it grandparents, great-grand, great-great-grand, great-great-great? How far back did this start? And then we want to find out what was the shenanigans between your people and whoever the hell taught them this thing. You see? So we have to know how to go about it. But it would be nice to access such information, and that's the kind of gift that God has given me. Isn't it nice to know? I find it's interesting. But yeah, it's some crazy shit. But it's the beautiful story of life. You see what I'm saying? So it's not something to hate. It's just something to see for what it is. Not pretend it is this when it is actually that. You know what I'm saying? So Dubai. Let's see. What's Dubai representing as this underlying issue? It could be something as simple as maybe they were jealous that somebody's child was more smarter than theirs, or somebody take somebody man or somebody gal or some crap like that. That's what people be fighting for, you know. All these generational wars and things. That's usually how it starts. That's usually how it starts. Some lame ass excuse, like, and imagine it lasted for generations. Like, that's why me, I'm gonna try to do the right thing so that God bless my generations. Yeah, yeah. When they talk about me, they have to say nice things about me. And I hope I'm alive to see them too, so I could tell them myself, and they could tell me thank you for themselves. You know, but I want to look like this. 3,000 years old and look like this. Yes, please, and thank you. 3 million and look like. I want my teeth back. Shit. I want my beauty back. I want my nice skin back. Yeah, I want them to look at Granny and be happy and proud of their great 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 grandmother, who hopefully won't be looking better than them, because I'm gonna give them my formula. If they choose not to listen to me, then that's their business. I'm gonna just have to look good, and people gonna think that they're the granny and I'm the great 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 granddaughter. So that's their business. I'm that type of person. We are magical creatures, okay? This is the magic kingdom. Life itself is magical, period. We are magic. I want my share. I'm looking for infinity. I don't plan to go anywhere. 6 more. Excuse me. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we got possessed. The bomber clot. Yep, possessed. Let's see which card pops out. But it's all got to do with possession. You know what I'm saying? They basically control your fucking spirit through the lie that they told. This manipulation. They've conquered your generations for generations. They conquered your people's children for generations. question is, what happened? Why did they set this curse? And why is Dubai being represented by being possessed? Classism. Well, there's something that Dubai definitely is represented by. Classism. I'm better than you because I have more money. So this was all about classism for your generations. Whatever started this, it had everything to do with you can't be better than me. You see what I'm saying? So it's either like somebody either had a better job, or somebody's child was smarter, or somebody probably was more desired by somebody's husband or wife, or some little shit like this. And it's like, I'm gonna show you that you're not on my level. So maybe your people looked up to these people, and because your people had the power to rise to greatness, these people saw that in them, saw your people's potential, and they thought to themselves, okay, this is how I'm gonna hold you down. I'm gonna teach you some dumb shit so that I can feel better about myself, because you think that you're coming up here to meet me. No, I will forever be better than you. And that's how the shit started. They want to deny your people the right to rise to greatness. So they did some risky shit, like make your people drink animal blood, and while they sat back and laughed. Humans, you don't know who to trust. Your worst enemy could be your best friend, and it was probably your people's best friend too. Your worst enemy. God says this person is sick. They wanted to restrict your people with their dark magic. Just because they're saying you can't be on the same level as us. And you see, this goes back to what I was saying about how in society, people that are supposed to be the top tier in the medical field are outside doing fucking landscaping and shit because of how society is set up. And this is the same thing that was done to your people. So something that was rightfully the calling or the blessing of your people, they were denied. They were restricted from having it because whoever their friend was, or family member, somebody close to them, somebody that they respected, or else they wouldn't have listened to this person. So it must have been somebody that they held in high honor, somebody that they respected. This person tell them drink animal blood, and your people passed it down to everybody that came after them, and that's what's been holding down your generations. This is deep. But that's how humans behave though. This is why it's not right. So if you're one of these people who do this to human beings, it was done to your people. Doesn't feel good, does it? So wherever you are meant to be in life, you are not there. It fucked up your whole family's fortune, karma, fate. But now God is giving you the tools to get it right. So yeah, I don't need to do this. Yeah, that's why the eating human feces card came up when I was doing the clarification with these. Basically, that person was chatting shit. They were chatting shit literally, and your people believed them out of classism. Okay? Because you can't be on the same level as us. That's basically what I'm going through in this society. I have the right to be one of the highest, but because there are people who are the movers and shakers of this society that decided, oh no, you can't be on the same level as us. That's why I'm being fought. My bank account got shut down. I have no access to my bank account. I have no job, no money. My clients are mostly all fake. They're just fucking actors coming to try and make me feel bad, try and make me hate my job. And eventually I just cut everybody off. I let go of my business. I let go. They kicked me out. They evicted me from my house. So they use the men that I'm interested in against me to make them treat me like shit. They use my own family against me. Yo, the list goes on and on and on. All because they don't want me to step up in class. So what should actually be my fortune and my fate, I'm denied it because those who are up here don't want to see me up there with them. They want to be able to say, I am better than you. But they think that money or the lack thereof is what makes someone better than someone. But when all hell starts breaking loose and they're looking for answers and they can't find anybody who is capable of giving them the answers that they really need, they're still going to find themselves back on my doorstep because I have the access. I've been granted access to the Akashic records. I can see into the past, the present, and the future because God gave me that access. So they're still going to have to come to me and they're still going to have to give me their money. And everything that they're trying to keep away from me, it will come to naught. All the efforts will come to naught. Because they're not the ones who is in control of life. God is. And if God says, Chanel, you shall have that, Chanel will have that. So we got this thing here that's talking of, it's like a time deck. So let's see what message comes out for you. But yeah, man. Somebody was hating against your family and they taught your family some nonsense. And even if your thing is not drinking human blood, there's something that you do on a regular basis as a ritual that you think is your source of power. God wants you to know that it's just a trick placed upon your generations to keep you and yours down. It's not something that you actually need to continue doing. So your family is being looked at by whoever this opposing family is, and they've been laughing at your family for generations. So that's the type of secret and that's the type of talks that they'll have at Christmas time when everybody come over for dinner. They'll sit down and talk about how they held your family down and taught your family nonsense. Imagine. And then they sit down with your people and have dinners with them and have parties and different things with them, knowing that they have taught them nonsense that's going to mess up the karmic report of your family. They're laughing with your grandfather or great grandfather or grandmother or whoever and saying, look at this jackass. Yeah. Your worst enemy can be your best friend, and your best friend your worst enemy. But now God has come to release you from that. Whether or not you choose to believe, that's your business, but I've delivered the message. Time to change your life. So look at that. So that leads back to the involuntary self-sabotage. So what's your favorite? So God is talking about your favorite, I guess, tradition, your favorite it would be talking about this drinking blood business because you think that that's your source of power. So that's what God wanted to talk about throughout this whole thing, is where you got that from, and let you know that that is not your source of power. You have transferred your spirit from being one thing to another by keeping up this tradition or this way of life, this practice. It's actually working against you, not for you. And you have probably passed it on to your children or about to or something, and God wanted you, or maybe you're the child that it's been passed on to. God want you to know that's not the way. Four more. But before I continue, can I just say, so this is one thing that God is telling you about, to let you know that you're practicing something that is not actually working in your best interest. So without God having to actually name everything else, I would suggest that you take the time to suss out the rest of your life and the rest of your practices and your beliefs and stuff like that. My face is itching because there's something, that dream potion thing. The more I drink, the more I put in. So now my face is itching me. It's traveling through my veins. So that's why I'm doing that. But yeah, God is saying, you don't need me to tell you that this is also wrong. This is also wrong. This is also wrong. So now that you've had a head start on the issue, God expects you to take a good look at your life and see what other parts you need to correct. Okay? God shouldn't have to spoon feed you for you to take the initiative to put things in the right order. Okay? Classism, I tell you. So we got within 2 years. I heard cleanup time. So in order to get this crap out your system, it's gonna take 2 years, which is natural. Okay, it's part of the process. So that's the cleanup time. All right. So we got tomorrow at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So this is the underlying issue, tomorrow. So your day, the rest of your life begins tomorrow. We got within 1 hour, or within the hour. So something about tomorrow and within 1 hour. Okay, so let's see what cards came out. So we got within 8 years. So within 8 years could talk about anywhere from 7 years onwards. Okay, but it's within, something was within 8 years. Then we got within 7 months and more than 20 years. I'll get intuitive downloads to give you proper understanding on what God is trying to say to you here. Okay, so let's just go through first and then wait for the messages to come through. So then we have within 5 months, and we have within 1 year. But it was turned this way, and I'm feeling like there's a new beginning. So it says within 1 year here, but I feel like this is the message that God, because somehow this was flipped over, this was flipped backwards like this, and then we have within 11 months. And this is talking about 1 year. So that's 1 month short of 1 year. But God used this card to talk about this new beginning, okay? So you're about to basically start your new life within 11 months. So you are going to take the advice. So we're going to take this card as a new beginning. Okay. So within 5 months, you'll be able to see distinct changes. That's what I'm getting. Okay. And by time 1 year has passed, you really, okay. And these practices have been going on for more than 20 years. Okay. Within 7 months. So I'm hearing 7 months pregnancy. So when your mother was pregnant with you from 7 months or so, that's when she started putting it in her system. And then you were brought up with the same practice. Okay. So your mother got this message and started this practice when she was 7 months. So that means this could have been, I mean, I could assume that is something that was taught to your dad. But it did say your dad. It didn't say granddad, because I have a granddad card in that deck. So it's something that somebody taught your daddy. So the person who taught your daddy this nonsense is probably still alive. Probably. And it's somebody that's a close family friend or family member or something like that. Somebody that your dad holds in high regard. It doesn't mean that you know that person, because maybe it's a secret friendship or something that your dad, because these kind of practices is not something that somebody would want to make widely known. You know what I'm saying? So it could be some association or something that your daddy never tell you about. So you can't assume that you know who this is. Okay. So within 8 years. So nothing is coming through for the within 8 years. But your mother started practicing or using or drinking it or doing whatever this ritual is when she was 7 months pregnant with you. And more than 20 years, that means you are more than 20 years old. Do I have a more than 50 years card? Let me see. I think that's the highest. Yeah, that's the highest card that I made for this deck. More than 20 years. So that means you're more than 20 years. Shit, could be 70. Who knows? But yeah. So let's get some clarification. What does God want you to know about within 8 years? Okay, hang on. I'm just doing what I was told. Hang on. That's the message. Just do as you're being told. Fuck it out. God is too clever. Because I'm wondering, what is it? Because I'm not even reading the cards. I'm just doing what I was being told. So that is the message. Okay? So the message so far is just do as you're being told. You don't need to understand why you're being told. Okay? So God is about to guide you how to get out of this nonsense. Okay? Let me put back the ones on top. So something about tomorrow. So start from tomorrow. So God wants you to do as you're being told. Okay, so that was a trick. Okay, so the 8 is being represented by infinite or infinity. There you go. So just do as you're being told. That's what this card is representing. It's So it's not about time. This one is just saying, I'm going to work with you. Work with me. Okay? Infinite. You got infinite help. Okay? And you can have infinite time if you want to. Like me. So, okay. That makes sense. So God says, just do as you're being told. Your time with me never runs out. I won't ever get tired of you. You're not a bother to me. So God wants you to know you need to come to me whenever, whatever the time, whatever the issue. It doesn't matter how big or how small. I am here. That's what the within 8 years is representing, okay? And look at the bottom of the deck, we got best friend. Yeah, God is your best friend. Okay? So anything you want to know, you ask your God. Okay? God will never get tired of you. God is not angry at you. Okay? And no matter what you've done, God is not angry at you. And that's what I meant by do the mathematics when I told you that disciples of God, some of them were murderers, some of them were thieves. Even while they were walking with God, they said Peter cut off a man ear, as a matter of fact, because he disrespected Jesus. Okay, so these were gangsters. These were not kind of people. Okay, these were people who were a careful blend of light and darkness, just as we should be. Okay, if you need to fuck somebody up, then you need to get on the job. If you need to bless somebody, you need to get on the job just as fast with just as much passion. Okay? So just know what to do and when, and for the right reasons. Okay? That's what this is about. Okay, I'm hearing just do this. Okay. Alright. So we got grandmother, friend. Okay. The underlying issue, distant associate. So somebody that's not close. Somebody associated, but they're distant. It's not somebody that's close to you. But what is this about? That's the question now. But we got grandmother and friend came out together. So your grandmother's friend. So somebody told somebody and they told your grandmother. So it's a friend brought back this information from somebody and gave the information to your grandmother, and that's how this shit got started. So it was your grandmother. So your grandmother taught your daddy, and now your daddy taught you. But you see, this is what I'm saying. Your best friend could be your worst enemy, and your worst enemy could be your best friend. Now the question is, this person, did they know that they were telling your grandma nonsense? Did she give your grandmother such instructions deliberately? Somebody didn't want somebody to be in the same class as them. Is it your grandmother's friend who saw your grandmother's potential and thought, hey, you can never be better than me because I see you look like you want to rise to be better than me. I can't have that. So now she went to somebody, and this somebody told her what to do. Let's see. All right, so how you want me to tackle this, please, Most High? What do you want me to do? I thought so. Yeah. All right. Let's tell us what we need to know. So what are we checking into? Okay, grandmother and friend, yeah? Okay. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Hang on. I made this deck too small. Ooh. Ooh, lordy, lordy. At the bottom of the deck, we got funeral. Yeah, this person wanted to see the end of your grandmother. So let's see. We got communication, incest. So she wanted your grandmother to communicate these things to her relatives. That would be you people. Her children, her children's children, her children. So she tried to fuck up your generations. And so far she's succeeding. Whoever this so-called friend is. Investment. So communication, incest, investment, betrayal. So she had wicked intent, witchcraft. So that clears up. This woman had wicked intentions for your mother. So she is the one that was in competition with your grandmother. And then she went to whoever witch doctor or whatever, and they told her what to do. She went there secretly. Okay, so it's your grandmother's friend who put this spell or put this corruption in your family deliberately to try and destroy you people. So she was jealous of your grandmother. She saw your grandmother's potential and she thought, I need to cut this bitch down because she's gonna come and outshine me. Her friend. And she taught your dad, and your dad taught you. Your grandmother taught your daddy, and your daddy taught you. See, I knew it had to be somebody that they trusted, because nobody tells you to drink blood and you just drink it if it's not somebody that you actually trust. Your grandmother trusted this woman. I feel like it's a woman. I'm not seeing anything else in my mind's eye besides another she. She was jealous of your grandma. And look at that. She's jealous of your grandma, and just fighting against your grandma isn't enough. She bewitched her whole lineage, or she tried to. Until now. So how many generations in that? She got your your mother, because your mother started, so I don't know, because your mother started to practice it when she was 7 months pregnant with you. So you know how your family structure is set up. I was trying to get at something, but it kind of went out my mind. Trying to do the mathematics. Maybe it's not important. God wants you to do the mathematics yourself. So we got new position. Yeah. God want to position you in a new... Yeah. Oh, shit. Reprimand. God said we're about to fix that. That means this person is probably still alive. Yes, I heard. This person is still alive. Oh God. Listen, yeah. Stay prayed up. Ask God to come in and take over your mind, your body, and soul so that you do and say the right thing. You do not want to act out of divine law. You want to stay within the law. Stay within the parameters of the law. You understand me? Because this has already gone on far enough. God says it's time for you to get your justice. This person transferred your spirit from being one way to another way because she didn't want y'all to manifest more riches or more power or more blessings than she could manifest. She and her family, she and her people. But God says it's not time to lose your head and just act all crazy, okay? We're going to do this the right way. We're going to bring you your justice the correct way. So listen to what I'm telling you and do what I tell you to do. Deal, and you're supposed to respond, deal. And actually do it. Don't make God have to drag you by your ear and say, yo, you know, hear what me say. Calm down, blood. That's what God is going to say. My God talks like me. I imagine your God talk like you. So, yeah. God says it's okay. It's time for your justice. This is great news. Great news. So that means some shit's about to go down. So your grandmother will get her justice through you. I hope your grandmother's still alive. I heard yes. Yes, I heard. So your grandmother will live to get her justice. Hallelujah. Wicked bitch. Careful of your friends, eh? Gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry. Three little birds beside my doorstep, singing sweet songs, saying, 3 more. Your grandma's probably friends with the same woman I know, and I just heard yes. Calm down. I hate my job. Or I hate what I did. Alright. I hate what I did. Somebody hate what they did. This could be you hating doing that, or it could be this woman, this frenemy. Let's see. Could be your grandma too, but let's see what the message is. It'll make more sense in a minute. Demotion. Yeah, somebody's about to get put in their place, bruv. Somebody's about to put something down where it belongs. At the bottom of the deck, we got celebration. Good idea. So somebody's about to drop something or drop somebody. We got searching. Competition. Lord God. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Listen, yeah. Just do the right thing. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Searching for the competition. So you're gonna go searching for her. Got pay decrease. New location. Yeah, let she get put in her bomber clad place. So this is talking about the enemy. Yeah, exactly. This is talking about the enemy, the saboteur. So she about to get put in her fucking place. And this new contract is about to come online. So your family is gonna be basically getting on track, more and more on track. It's gonna take some time, but your family is going to be put into this new position where you actually belong. See, new job. And she gonna be fucking salty. Who the fuck cares? We got danger, but I got options. Yeah, she not gonna be happy. She not. But look how long it took before she got. More than 20 years she's been doing this. God said that's enough now. Nice vibe. So some justice about to come to your family. This cow, whoever she is. Let's see what message. So what do we we got now? We got, if you and I became a couple, would you still love so and so? So this feel like God is talking to you now. Like, if we really get this contract going, are you gonna still be in love with that old lifestyle? Are you willing to give up what you need to give up in order to get on your right path? Because you cannot be for God and still be for your own mission. God is saying, you've been derailed, you've been diverted. Now I want to divert you back to where you should be. But you're gonna have to listen to me. You can't be missing anything that I say you need to let go of, whether it's a family member, a girlfriend, your clothes, your car, your house, your job, your whatever it is. Anything that I say you need to let go of, you need to trust me. So if you and I became a couple and start working together, are you going to be able to let go of what I tell you need to let go of, so that you can get on the right path where you and your generations need to be? Are you willing to let this be the beginning of clearing up that generational curse? Or are your material possessions too much for you to let go of? Do you love them too much to let go? Yeah. If you and I become a couple, would you still want your house and your car and your job and whatnot? Because if you're gonna make some changes, some things need to change, and that would mean different people are gonna be around you. It would mean letting go of some people, places, things, ideas, practices, traditions, beliefs. You're being guided to become who you're supposed to become, who you were supposed to be in the first place. And it may get worse before it gets better. What are you willing to let go of so that you can actually have what you're supposed to have in this life? Because sometimes you have to go down before you come up. If you want me to help you get this woman, God says, I'll help you. If you want me to help you get back to where you're supposed to be in life, I'm going to help you. But that requires allowing a few things to change, allowing a few of your normalities, things and people that you've grown to be accustomed to. You're going to have to let them go. Some of them have to go. They're not in your best interest. Because remember, it's because of the energy that you were putting out why you even ended up with certain friends, certain businesses, certain, things. Okay? So if you come off of that path, then just imagine the changes that are going to come with it. You understand? It's not going to be easy, but it's not impossible. You just have to let go. If that means climbing down, then you just have to do it before you can climb back up to where you belong. Okay? But some people, once they get up, they find it very hard to go down because they care about what people around them are going to say. But God is helping you to save your soul and the soul of your children and your children's children, and helping your grandmother to get justice. But it's no force and no compel. We bring the horse to the well. We cannot force the horse to drink the water if the horse doesn't want to drink, okay? So just know that. God don't force nobody to do nothing, but God is saying the offer is on the table if you want it. Because see, God saw what was done to you and your people. And this witch is sitting by laughing. So-called friend, family friend. I'm used to people wanting to take my life. I don't give a fuck how she feel, I'm telling. I come under God umbrella. I have the best security system in the world. I ain't worried about people who are worried about me revealing their secrets. I say fuck them. They need to pass through God before they get to me. At the bottom of the deck, we got farming. So planting seeds. So this is talking about being patient. Because imagine if you want to be a farmer, you have to be patient. Whether you're an animal farmer or you plant crops. It takes time. So God is saying you need to take your time. Don't rush this process. Okay? One, two, three. So we got self-love, but it was in the reverse. Let's check the energy. Okay, it's in the upright. So self-love. So treat yourself right. We got work. And we got laughing, but it was in the reverse. So it's in the upright. Okay? So money and laughter. So God is saying, let's put this thing right. So it must have affected your work, what you do for work. So you're not in the right place. So God wants to give you what is rightfully yours when it comes to your work, everything that you do, and joy, bringing back joy to your life. The underlying issue, we got dinner, what you choose to eat. When I say eat, I mean like what you choose to take in. So it's time to take in the right information into your body so that you could be put on the right path. We got charity. And we have naughty sex, and we got lodge. So there's a lot of food, there's a lot of eating. Okay, so let's decipher this underlying issue. So the underlying issue is what you choose to take in. Okay, the information that you choose to take in. And we got charity. So charity is giving without looking for anything in return. Giving because it's the right thing to do. Okay? And we have naughty sex. So naughty sex, you know, that's the fun sex. But this is not actually talking about sex. It's talking about your interaction with the world. And this is one of my strengths, is my charitable spirit. I don't have a problem opening a door for someone. I don't have a problem paying for something for someone. I don't have a problem allowing someone to lead the way, unless I know that it's very detrimental. Obviously, I give people a chance to be their best self. So it's about being able to give. Okay? And you be surprised the pleasures that you get from being able to give. Okay? So God is saying, don't be afraid to be charitable, because what you put out into the world is what you're going to get back. God is saying, how you treat the world around you, I will make sure that you get that back. So if you put good seeds out there, you're going to get back good fruit. If you put bad seeds out there, I'll make sure you get back bad fruit. So it's all about what you choose to put out into the world. Farming. So you're planting seeds. Okay? So naughty sex. Sex is just an exchange of information, an exchanging interaction. Okay, so charity and how you treat people. What you put out is what you're gonna get back. That's what you're gonna eat. That's what you're gonna have. Okay. So you got to fashion what you're gonna do properly. Read the situation properly. So fashion is not talking about clothes. Fashion is talking about how you choose to situate something. Because fashion is all about shapes and where you put something and if you put something or not. So be mindful of how you construct your world around you. Read the situation. Pay attention. We got playing will bring you crying. So you want to play stupid games, you will win stupid prizes. Okay? So God wants you to know that being charitable, putting positive energy out into the world is going to benefit you now. Okay? We got 2 more decks to bring you your messages from. So we have belly dancing, sit-ups, salsa, and twerking. So that's all talking about this section. Yes. Okay, so it's talking about your chakra, your root. Your root chakra. Is time to clear your chakras, your lower chakras. How we go? Your sacral. Oh, you got your root. What's that thing called? Solar plex. Okay. So I think it's 3 chakras between your genital area come up to here. Because this is all talking about those. God says it's time to release. So you may actually need to release. Have some sex. It'll do you good. Even if you do it yourself. It's time to activate your reproductive system and let your reproductive system know that you are still a part of this body. Okay? It's probably blocked. There's a lot of blockage down there. Okay, so we got tap dance, ballet, and football. So that's talking about the feet, but it was in the reverse. So below that, you're good. Down there is not the problem. If you're suffering with problems in this area, it's because you have blockages in this area, and you'll be surprised how the way that we think and the things that we choose to do actually block our chakras. I feel it when it releases sometimes. Because it's like when you choose to let go of maybe anger, if you pay attention to your body, you could feel where it's like something just loosens up. Your mind, what you're going through in your mind has a direct effect on your body. That's what I'm saying. So the way you're thinking, the way you're feeling in your mind, what you choose to believe in your mind has a direct effect on what you're feeling in your body. It's related to your chakra system, your energy system. So sometimes when I'm having a conversation in my mind and I consciously let go of certain beliefs or make it clear that I don't even believe that, I feel an actual physical releasing in this area. So God wants you to pay attention to this area, and it won't hurt for you to have an orgasm. Okay? Or even if you don't have an orgasm, you need to pay attention to your lower regions. And this isn't having anything to do with anybody. God says do it yourself. You don't need nobody's help. So you need to interact with your own body. Self-love. Okay? People want to teach us that that's a sin. It's not a fucking sin. It's a part of self-care. The same way you're going to massage this part and massage this part. You can massage your boobs. You can massage your ass. You can massage your penis. You can massage your vagina. It's a part of your body. Masturbation is not a sin. It is self-care. Because the other option is to have somebody else do it for you. Number one, that person may not even care about you to want to do it properly. And number two, this person might have diseases and whatnot. And what if nobody at all wants to do it for you? Are you not going to do it at all because you feel that it's an abomination? It's nonsense. Masturbation is a part of self-care. Period. God don't have a problem with masturbation. Look after yourself. Okay, this is the last deck. So it's time to release. Release the tension. We got V. This V wanted to show itself like, yeah, if you have a wife, spend some quality time loving on each other, or let her help you, or you can enter the V and masturbate using the V. Hands free is hands free. Hands-free masturbation. That's what the V is. Just live life and have fun, okay? And when it's time to get on the job and fix this problem, this generational curse that this woman has put on your family, you'll know what to do and when to do it. Just listen to the instructions and follow instructions. Because your grandma deserves justice, your whole family deserves justice. And this woman deserves her karma. She needs to be put in her place. Oh, please, don't you rock my boat, 'cause I don't want my boat to be rocking. Don't you rock my boat, 'cause I don't want my boat to be rocking. 6 more. I like it like this, so keep it steady. And you should know by now, I like it like this. Interesting. Yeah, so this is the split, but it feels weird. This card, let's see what the hell this is. A Q, that's why. You have questions regarding the V. I guess see what's at the bottom of the deck. The V. Because it's like I'm trying to find the split. And I found it, but it felt wrong. There's a message in that for you. Let's see. There's something to do with the vagina, like entering the vagina. It feels wrong. Let's see what God has to say. I see what the problem is. I got F for fuck. Okay, let's explain something to you. As far as I've been taught by life, there are 3 different types of sexual interaction. The lowest of them all is fucking. Fucking is what many people do on a regular basis when they just go out to the club. They want somebody to enjoy some time with. They don't even need to know their name. There may not be any kissing involved. There's no exchange of emotion, none of that. Okay? Anybody can fuck. That's what people do when they're raping people. They're just fucking. They just want something to stick their dick in, or they just want a dick stuck in them so that they can release or whatever. Okay? That's fucking. It's completely emotionless. It's animalistic. Okay? The next grade up from fucking is sex. That's level 2. Sex is when you don't really feel very highly for that person, but there is some level of emotion there. So it's like you two are just kind of getting to like each other a kind of way and have a certain level of respect for one another. So there's some level of an emotional exchange. There's some level of a gentleness to this. There's some level of a paying attention. There's some level of a wanting to please you attached to sex. This has more respect attached to it. Okay? And then there's the tantric sex. Now, tantric sex is that healing type of sex. It's that therapeutic sex that hardly anybody ever experienced because they never allow themselves to be vulnerable with someone else or be vulnerable in their own energy, in that you're never calm enough and unashamed enough to just be true to what you're feeling, be true about what you're needing, so you don't experience that absolute heavenly exchange. Somebody who experiences tantric sex for the first time, it could be scary because they want to know what the fuck. It's kind of like sex magic. Okay? But with tantric sex, there's a godliness to it. There's a divineness to it. And I feel that if you are married or if you have somebody that you care about, it's your perception of sex that's stopping you from being able to interact with the vagina, or more accurately, interact with your partner. Because tantric sex is not just about sticking the penis in the vagina and winding up on it. As a matter of fact, when it comes to tantric sex, there don't even need to be much movement at all. It's an exchange of energy. There doesn't need to be all of that. This is fucking. Sex, this is sexing. Tantric sex is more of a spiritual exchange. That's king sex. That's queen sex. That's god goddess sex. You don't even need to break a sweat. You don't need to get tired. Just connect. Just connect physically and connect spiritually and see how that feels. See what happens. That's the type of sex that make people get hooked on you for the wrong reasons. So when you know how to do that, it's better not to do that to any or anybody. Okay? So the reason why you cannot connect with the vagina is because of how you see your partner. Maybe how you have been taught to see women. You have been taught to believe that woman is just for fucking. No. But then your woman has to be on the same mental perspective as you for you two to connect properly in a tantric kind of way, in a divine kind of way. Imagine sex being the greatest without all that movement. Is that possible? Yes. You don't even have to touch your partner. All you have to do is connect to experience that. Real thing. And this is not sabotage. I'm not doing like that lady and teaching you nonsense. I'm teaching what life has taught me. Because I've had, the greatest sex I've had in my life is with somebody that I've not actually physically touched. And I'm sure the greatest sex he's had in his life is with somebody that he's not actually physically touched, which is me. So I'm talking from experience. I don't know how else to teach you. But if you can't connect with the sex when it comes to your partner, it's because of how you're choosing to see each other. Do not see each other through the eyes that the world has taught you to see each other through. You need to get rid of what the world has taught you and start programming yourself into what life itself is teaching you. Your own experiences. Let God show you. Let God teach you. Okay? And who knows, maybe this is not the woman for you. I don't know. But I'm saying, with this new level, or with this new way of being, with you doing this 180 and becoming who you are truly supposed to be, a lot of people, places, things, habits, beliefs are gonna fall off. And you're going to be connected with all the right people, places, things, beliefs, traditions, habits, everything. So who knows? So don't force it. And God did say it's going to take some time. So if you can't connect with your partner sexually, connect with yourself. Treat yourself how you want to be treated. Be kind to yourself sexually. You understand what I'm saying? Don't deny yourself. We got WHT. Vagina what? Like vagina what? You're like, get that nonsense out of here. Well, go do it yourself. You and your partner are clearly not you're not connected in spirit, and that's the reason why you cannot connect in the flesh. You can't get the type of satisfaction and type of experience that you want to experience. So this is actually just a new journey for you. So you think that the world was coming to an end, or your world was coming to an end. You've just been reborn. You're about to experience everything for the first time. You've been born again. This is what it's like. So now you have to kind of start like a baby in many instances. Getting to know the world around you, getting to understand yourself and the world around you, getting to understand your children, your friends, everything. So I'm going to wish you the very best. Let's see, we got IOD. You overdid it. Because you're a beast. Why? I don't know why. So that's another thing that a lot of people do. Because you have access to the punani, you tend to just overindulge. And then you end up getting bored. You end up getting bored with the punani. So here what now? It's about discipline. When it comes to sex, sex is about discipline. Ain't nothing wrong with comforting your partner and getting sexy with your partner, but you don't have to take it all the way. You know what I mean? If you give yourself time to miss the punani, then when you get the punani again, it'll be like it's for the first time. When she get the D, it's gonna be like, oh my God, I missed this so much. Kind of energy. So if you've overindulged in the punani, then that's why you can't get the same experience. And also, if you and your partner are angry at each other, or you have been disconnected spiritually and psychologically, like if you've been angry at each other, or you just feel distant, somebody's dissatisfied in the relationship, then you will not be able to cause your partner to be as moist and ready for sex as turned on. They won't be able to turn you on. So that there's several factors that you need to get to the bottom of to understand why sex with the vagina isn't as great as it possibly used to be. And I can't do all of that for you right here. I can't teach you everything, but I have given you a few pointers that you should pay attention to. And it would help to establish a respectable relationship with your partner. Let your partner feel appreciated, if your partner deserves to feel appreciated, because some people just gotta go. Okay, let's be honest. Yeah, you AZ, like you just finished it. Seriously, like overindulgence in sex, not being on the same page with your person, too much bad things happen between you two, and it's like those problems never got solved. You never took responsibility, or they never took responsibility for any sadness that they caused in the relationship, or disappointment or dissatisfaction or confusion. Things like that tend to mess with your sex life. Okay, so if you could get back to integrity, if you could get back to good communication, if you get back to being true about how you feel about your person and not being afraid to let them know, and if your person feel the same way, then it's a green light. You'll be able to get back to having great sexual encounters with your person. And remember not to overindulge, because it only makes you bored. Okay, that's when you start going out looking for other things to poke your pee in. Okay, and then that pisses off your woman at home because it's like, I'm not good enough for you anymore type of energy. And then you two just drift further and further apart. So it's a vicious cycle. And if you want to get the best out of your relationship with with your person, then you're gonna have to address the situation um correctly. Not what the world has taught you, but what life itself is teaching you about sex and how to treat each other on a psychological level, how to support each other in the home, with the children, giving each other your quality time, things like that. You have to establish a good relationship with your person for the sex to be off the chain. Okay, you have to feel good about them, they have to feel good about you, then you'll be happy to share yourselves with each other. Okay, but if there's too much things swept under the carpet and not being addressed and things like that, then that's where it blocks your root chakra, it blocks your sacral chakra, it blocks your solar plexus. Block off. Okay, and then that causes more difficulty, more physiological issues and mental issues, because then you're pissed, you're upset, you're dissatisfied, you're unhappy. You see what you see how this goes into that and just wreak a havoc. So God is helping you now. God is willing to help you to undo all of that. Okay, so if you want the help, just let God know, yeah, I'm gonna join a partnership with you and we're gonna do this together. I want to be under your umbrella type thing. Okay, and just know that when you make that deal with God, just like when you make a deal with the devil, your life is not your own, that's your power source. When you make a deal with God, your life is not your own, that's your power source, because God can see what you can't. So it's like you're the passenger. Okay, you go where you're being guided to. Just the same allegiance that you have to the darkness is the same allegiance you need to put into the light. The same patience, the same loyalty, the same respect, everything that you've been given to the darkness, change it over to the light. Simple. And just expect some people, places, things, and ideas, and practices, and traditions, and all these things to fall away from you, and you collect some new ones, some better ones that match the new you. Okay, so good luck with your journey. Thank you so much for watching this long Rascal video. Until next time. Bye bye.